What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my top 10 support or utility cards that you can pretty much use in every deck, no matter what deck you have, and it will pretty much help you out in quite a lot of scenarios. So yeah, let's get into it. First card is going to be Call of the Haunted. I think it's pretty much self-explanatory why this is good, because any monster you've got sent to the graveyard, you just get it back and special summon it, and you can start doing whatever you want again. I don't think I need to explain this card much. Twin Twister is at number 9. It's just that a lot of decks in today's meta use back row, and the fact that you can just pop 2 of their back row is like absolutely amazing. Any card they can have there, for example, quite a few people using Cosmic Cyclone now, and if you activate this just straight out from your hand without anything else in the field, target Cosmic Cyclone or whatever, any other card that they've got set, and just destroy it, and then you can continue doing what you want, because they can't activate them like in response if it affects you. And it is discarding 1 card, but it's just, you know, quite a few decks could maybe find it useful to have a card in their graveyard and could send it using Twin Twister. But just the idea of popping 2 spell trap cards they've got, especially like Diagram, for example, in today's meta, is like absolutely amazing, and I find it really useful as well, hence why I run 3. So yeah, this is at number 9. Number 8 we have Forbidden Chalice. Quite a few people have actually started using this card. It wasn't used a lot like a while ago, but recently it's just so good that negating monster effects like earlier on is really good, because for example, if a monster activates its chain, it activates its effect in the beginning of a chain, you negate it straight away, or when it's summoned, the opponent can't continue what they want to do because the monster can't do its effect. Negating Zoo's effects, the main monsters in Zoo's effects, they can't continue doing their chain. Or for example, activating it on Cosmos, for example Tin Can or Farm Girl, will force them to banish it and then special summon, meaning Tin Can can't reveal 3 cards, or Farm Girl can't activate the effect of adding Cosmo from their deck to the hand, or activating an effect and then having True Dracos, the monster which can get a spell trap card added to the hand or activate on the field, activating it in chain to his effect won't allow him to do that, and then you can pretty much do what you want, and they've not got the card they need to continue doing what they want. For example, True King's Return, which just gets the monster back and tributing to summon monster. So that's why I think Forbidden Chalice is pretty much a really good card to have in most decks. Number 7 we have Dark Hole. Dark Hole is pretty much, it can pretty much win you the game. If you go second and they have their whole board like ready to whatever, you activate Dark Hole, unless they have My Body's a Shield, they've pretty much lost the game, because they pretty much lost all of their monsters. They can't do anything anymore. If you've got Twin Twister as well as Dark Hole, you could get rid of their back row and then activate Dark Hole in case they do have My Body's a Shield. And it all just works so well that after that you can pretty much do whatever you want, and they can't do anything in response because they've got no monsters. They've lost, for example, 2 spells or traps if you got Twin Twister first, and it's just all like in every deck. It's just really good. For example, and it can be really good in certain decks. For example, Cosmos, where you destroy your monster and you can banish a special summon. So that's at number 10, 9, 8, 7. Raigeki at number 6. Similar to Dark Hole, but better, because if you don't want to destroy monsters, you just destroy your opponents. Like, I still don't understand why this card's not banned, because it literally just says destroy monsters your opponent controls. These 2 cards just win games. I went to locals on Thursday, and the guy was playing Zeus. I activated Dark Hole, he lost all his monsters, and game over. He just forfeit because there was nothing he could do. So that's why I think these 2 cards should be played in every deck. 2 Dark Holes and 1 Raigeki, because Dark Hole's at 2 and Raigeki's at 1. Number 5 we have Drowning Mirror Force. Not many people use Drowning Mirror Force, which is obvious, because for example, if my opponent is using, you can just use Twin Twister to pop it and they can't activate it. But the fact that the reason I put it above Raigeki is because it shuffles cards into the deck. And what you got to realize is that if it's destroyed, it could have a effect in response. Or if it's storming and it's added to the hand, they can just use the card again. Or if it's quaking, it can still be used for a tribute summon. But drowning, the fact that it shuffles it into the deck is just absolutely amazing, because they can't continue doing what they want. Their card's down now because they got the cards in their deck. They can't just do whatever they want next turn because they literally no longer have the card because it is in the deck, which is really good in my opinion. So I'm gonna put drowning at number 5. Number 4, we have Solemn Warning. The fact that it just negates any summon is amazing in my opinion, because it can still be a normal summon. Decks can start their combos with a normal summon, but if you negate the normal summon in the first place, then they can't do whatever they want. And it's also special summons, which is again really good. So normal and special summons negating is really good in my opinion, because like I said before, it just doesn't let a deck do what they want. Number 3, we have Solemn Strike. The reason I put this above Solemn Warning is because Solemn Strike negates effects as well as special summons. And as we've seen in today's meta, that if you negate a monster's effect early in a chain, they pretty much won't be able to do anything. If you got Tin Can, you strike it, you can't even banish it. They're both spell speed 3 or speeds, I don't know how to say it. But it's, unless you got Dark Bribe to negate this, you can't activate anything in response to this, which is, again, absolutely amazing. And it is 2,000 life points for Warning and 1,500 for Strike. But again, these are the cards that are actually worth it, because stopping something, they lose a card. And the idea of losing a card, every single card, is really important. And losing one card will pretty much stop them from doing things further later on in the game, because they have lost that card that could have been used to complete their full combo. That's why Strike is at 3. Number 2, we have Imperial Order. I think people can understand why. For example, this card was banned and now it's to 1. 99% of decks, or even 100% of decks, use spells. But not letting your opponent use spells just kind of shuts down every deck, because you can set your cards. Activate if they activate Dark Hole, you activate Imperial Order. If they activate Raigeki, you activate Imperial Order. If they activate Twin Twister, you activate Imperial Order. You can see where I'm going with this. Any card that would pretty much get rid of this, you can negate. For example, MST and Spin Twister. Any card that would destroy your field, Raigeki and Dark Hole, you activate this, they can't do anything. They activate Terraform and you activate Imperial Order, they can't get their field spell. They activate their field spell, you activate this, they can't do anything. So it's all round, other than the 700 life points for every standby phase, which can be a high cost, but it can win you the game. So you may be losing 700, but it will allow you to do your combo, which you might do with just monsters, and they might not be able to do anything in response, and that's pretty much going to be them losing the game. So that's why this is at number 2. And number 1, we have, I think, the best card in today's meta. Not card, but type of card, which is Kaijus. Kaijus are just... They just win games. These cards win games. You have, for example, Masterpiece. Even if you use a monster tribute summon it, you can Kaiju it, which I don't even understand why, because it should be unaffected, but apparently it's not an effect. But the fact that you can just Kaiju monsters that can't be targeted, Kaiju and nothing can be done in response, is just broken. I don't know, Kaiju should be banned. But yeah, it's just the main thing that cards can't be activated in response is just it doesn't let a deck do anything in response. If you have True Dracos, you tribute them, summon this. For example, Masterpiece, he's tributed. Other cards that can activate their effects in response to your effects can't activate their effects, so you've destroyed them. Cosmos, it doesn't target, so you can tribute them. Zeus doesn't let them do an effect, you just tribute and summon. Cosmo Sidekicks, you can't banish to special summon because it's not an effect that's activated, you just pretty much tribute summon. So they're all round just a really good card. And even on top of that, if they control a Kaiju like you've done it with Gamma Seal, you just summon a Kaiju if you've got another one in your hand with higher attack special summon. And it's just all round a broken card. So that's why I've chosen to put Kaijus at number 1, because they are pretty much the most broken card in today's meta and work very well in every deck because they can go against every deck. But yeah, that's gonna be it for my top 10 cards, top 10 utility or support cards that can be used in pretty much every deck. And when you win your duels. And I don't understand why people not use these because they're really good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave in the comments below if this video's helped you, understand what cards to use in your deck to win your duels, or if you want to see any other like type of cards like top 10 spell or top 10 trap cards that you can use in every deck. Just leave in the comments below. But if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video.